Bruce, have you got itchy ear? I got that tick off him the other day from behind his right ear. I wonder if it's itching. Let me look at your ear. Can you see anything? Eh? Don't get any more ticks. Scruff. I treated him with some tick stuff, so hopefully it'll work. Bruce, you ain't got energy for fighting. Oh, focus, you tosser. Why do phones struggle to focus so much? So the guy there, oh, I'll tell you what, just drag me, Bruce, will you? He drove up and down the lane earlier, and I could see the engine of that on the back of his 4x4. I want one. I bet they're not that expensive because it's just a fan motor and a parachute. I'm well tempted in the future. I want one. Will he wave at us? So I think when he drove down the lane, he was looking somewhere park up. He's waving. He's just about right above me. That's cool as. Oh, look at that for a shot. There's the money shot. It's quite a nervous one, that. Come on, you daft bird. I wonder if it's a bit nervous because it's being caught and ringed. We have a little bit of light rain, and it's got that rain smell. So I've just googled, because I've always wondered what's going on with the smell when you get light rain after a long period of dry. So it's called petrichor, and it's when rain falls on dry soils that are good soils, and it's a bacteria releasing a molecule, and that's about all I can remember in detail. I can't remember what the bacteria is called. Google it yourself. But yeah, that's what the smell of rain is, and often associated with lightning and storms. Moo! Bruce, can you smell it? Petrichor. Bruce is bonkers. I was really worried about him again this morning. Bikes. He was properly squitting blood and cherry red jelly, and oh my god, and I phoned the vets again. But once I'd got his 2 tablets down him again, he settled. He's still been a bit squitty, but he hasn't had any squits for ages. He's actually had a couple or 3 scrambled eggs today, and a small tin of tuna, but in 2 portions. But this evening I've just come out, went on the moor opposite the van, and he's properly on the hunt. He's like hit and miss. So hopefully he'll be even better tomorrow. But yeah, this morning was a right worry again. Crazy hound. And on the 7th day after his minor surgery, I think he's now much better. As in yesterday morning, he went straight out to be sick and have the shits and blood and everything. and I got worried and phoned the vet. He only went out twice last night, which wasn't bad, and he hasn't been sick for a good while, since yesterday morning, I don't think. So this morning, yeah, he didn't rush out to be sick or have the squits. He was just showing signs of feed me. So I've just given him a scrambled egg and 3 little pieces of chicken, and I've rammed his pills into the chicken so he'd eat them. First piece, I just put it on and sandwiched it and put it in his mouth, and he spat the pill out. So that's why he had 3 pieces. Piece 2 and 3 he had with the pills. He'll probably still have the shits for a few days, but not in a oh my god he's dying fashion. Good boy. Hey Bruce, you're looking pretty sleek. Not surprised, I've had the shits for a week. I wonder how much he weighs now. He might be like 50 kilos or just below. Some old gadgie there pulled up with a map, confused, and I was like, are you lost? There was a car coming. So he was stood there with a map at the junction looking a bit confused. I was like, are you lost? Yes, can you read a map? I was like, yeah. And then I'd not gone through the gate into there yet with Bruce, and he went, I don't want to get too close. And I knew what he meant, but I went, no, he's alright. And he went, no, don't want to be breathing on each other. I was like, oh, nonsense. So I just let Bruce off the lead and through the gate, and then he ended up coming right up to me anyway, as soon as he wanted me to look at the map for him. Silly old bugger. What is it? Come on in. We'll go and look for moles, seeing as you're seemingly quite a lot better. It's so cold, it's unbelievable. What date is it? 21st of April, and it's chuffing freezing, or getting on for that. Tomorrow morning is due to be -1 or something. Yeah, it's that catastrophic global warming. So pretty much all the bilberry bushes are in flower now, but I wonder what the bilberry is going to be like, because there's not much insect activity because it's so bloody cold. It's now about 7 degrees and real feel 3, and as you can see, they're not covered in bees. Oh, I've just lied. There's 3 bees here. There's one flying, there's 2. Alright, I'm a right liar, but at the end of the day there's hardly any bees out, and there hasn't been all bloody month. It's out of the breeze down here. Walking down the lane from the van was really bitter. So yeah, wonder what the bilberries will be like. They might get well enough pollinated off other insects, but there hasn't been many bees, and there should have been plenty by now. Bruce, go and find some morels. I'm going to try and find some morels, although they're uncommon in the UK. I've just been reading up. 3 people who I sub to, all in America, are finding loads. But yeah, I read about it just now, and they're uncommon. And then I've just read about wood sorrel, because I know it's meant to taste really nice, like apple peel or lemony. And then just reading about it, it takes so long to gather quite enough for a salad. You might be gathering for an hour or 2 or 3 to get a half decent handful to add to a salad. In large quantities, it's poisonous. Not that you're going to be eating large quantities. So it'd be just an interesting, ooh, that's some sorrel, and just eat a couple of leaves just for the flavour. But as far as foraging for any decent amount, pointless, really. We haven't been in Mattress Woods for ages, have we, Bruce? Look how mental he is. So this is the first time I've checked out the tree where I slashed my bloody hand open. So that's the damage I did with my knife, and it's all dry now. So if you only nick into it with a knife just to tap a half bottle of liquid, it looks like it recovers quite well. Whereas like last year's video where I drilled in with a drill, you really want to plug it. No, Bruce, because I don't want you getting ill again. Stop being a knob. What a knob. But I'm actually going to walk up into Mattress Woods because there's a right swampy bit, and I'm going to see if there's any wild garlic. Ramsons. Well, it's too much of an actual swamp and then immediately steep, so there's no actual really damp ground, it's just pure wet swamp or dry. I can't see any wild garlic. Is he going to pounce? Mr. Pouncer? He's doing lots of pouncing. I bet it's voles. He was after a lizard yesterday. He was just on death's door early in the morning, and then we're trying to bloody well catch a lizard. Come on in. Right, a bit more education. This will be an educational video. Bruce's drink from the vet, I've been calling it isotonic. No, it is an isotonic, and I've been calling it an electrolyte, but it's an isotonic. And I was reading, and it's got prebiotic. So I've just looked at what the difference between prebiotic and probiotic is. You might well know, but some people won't. So probiotic is a live bacteria drink, and prebiotic has got plant fibre food for pre-existing bacteria in the gut. So there you go, he's got a prebiotic and a load of other stuff in his electrolyte drink. Did I just get electrolyte wrong again? I can't think, I'm still tired. But yeah, pre and pro is either, pro is live bacteria, pre is to feed the bacteria. There you go. When I've been to America, hotels put out their scrambled eggs like that. Effectively, like vomit. What's that all about, you weird Americans? That's disgusting. I won't even feed it my dog. I am going to have it quite soft. There's some water in it for Bruce, so it is soft, but no. All the hotels I've been to in America, quite a lot, all put out vomit eggs. Why? There. Cooked. I wouldn't have it like that, but it's definitely cooked. I like it quite dry, but that's actually cooked. Good for Bruce. Too hot yet, Bruce? Look at him. Mmm. It's too hot. Mmm. Too hot. Mmm. But yeah, I find it bizarre that restaurants and places put out uncooked egg. Surely it's like, don't know, salmonella risk or whatever. Mmm. A little molo vole there. Vole, I think. Feeding under the bird feeder. Good place. Picking up the scraps. So it's Thursday, so it's a week today that Bruce had his little op. I might start feeding him some proper food today. He was out 3 times last night with the quick squits, but not in a really ill fashion. I just think just because he's been eating just eggs and tuna and chicken and only in bits, so his bowels aren't going to be proper yet anyway. he's been licking at his wound on the inside of his thigh. It's very raw. It hasn't ripped open. The stitches will be starting to break down about now as well. So I'm going to have to really watch him there. I had to wrap a towel around his back end last night, and then basically I heard if he got up and moved around. So it was another crap night last night, really. Wasn't it, Bruce? I made him the last of the 2 scrambled eggs this morning, and I put his last 2 pills in it once it had cooled a bit. He didn't touch it. So that went in the bin, and he had a tin of tuna, which is only 130 grams or something. And you'll normally have 350 or 400 grams for a meal. So after a short walk, I'll give him 1 bowl of biscuits, which will be about 180 grams or something. Ah, Brucey. Really frosty early this morning because of global warming. There's a cuckoo, first cuckoo I've heard this year. I can definitely tell Bruce has lost a load of weight this week because his harness has gone really slack.